All right. Awesome. So, this is an update. I'm currently right outside of Las Vegas, and it's been really interesting being able to stay at this rest stop for a little bit, and specifically at night, where I'm able to kind of see Las Vegas over there, light up the night sky, and it looks like a perpetual sunset, which I kind of appreciate because it's fascinating to think of how much life is happening down there just a couple miles away, not a couple, but a couple dozen miles away, and just how interesting that is. It does suck because I'm not able to see as many stars as I want, but that's probably also due to the moon being super bright. In fact, I was not aware of how bright the moon was until it was close to midnight and this whole area was still lit up. And in fact, I took some pictures with a long exposure using the moon as the sun, so to speak, and being able to take pictures of all of this bright, lit up at night. And so I did take some pictures of that. What else is there? I'm currently reading Metamorphosis. I'm currently reading my Fundamentals in Horticulture. And they've been good. I've really liked the Metamorphosis so far because I like the... I'm not sure if this is exactly what he was going for, but the idea that I really like in it is that Gregor Samsa wakes up changed into a beetle of some sort, and his first thoughts were immediately about getting to work and having to do, well, what's necessary, the next thing that is in his, that he's wired to do, so to speak. And I think it really speaks to individuals nowadays waking up and feeling like the first thing that they need to do is get ready for work. And I finished the first chapter, or first part, and it's really devastating, I think, that it's very relatable, at least for me. And it may just be that I am a guy, but for me, I feel a lot of my worth comes from how much I'm able to do. Like how much work I can do, how much I can help people. And so if I were awoken one day as a beetle like Mr. Samsa was, I think my first steps would be, well, what can I do to help people? What can I do to work? What can I do for my next steps? And I thought that that was really prudent in today's society because of how invested we all are in getting work done, and how a lot of people really do fall into that category of wake up, go to work, come home, watch TV, and that's it. That's their whole life. And I'm not sure if we have as much of a debt problem as we did, even just at the turn of the century. But the idea of him and his entire life being predicated on him going to work to help pay off his parents' debt, I feel is in part prudent to our lives because of the situations that we've created for ourselves. Just culturally speaking, what I mean is the situation of industrializing all of our cities to the point where not even industrializing, because this happens in smaller cities too. In fact, I would say it hits smaller cities even more, especially with some of the tax proposals that's been done that harm smaller businesses. But how you wake up and your first thought is to work, and that's it. And even if something completely life-changing were to happen, I feel that for a lot of people, probably most people, their first thought is, in fact, what do I need to do next to prepare for work? Instead of what do I need to do right now to fix what's going on or come to terms with what's going on. And so I just thought that was prudent to mention. I really like Metamorphosis so far. I think that it was a great recommendation for my sister. She read this book before me, and so I want to read it and really think about it. At least that's what I've come to grasp right now. It's been a really interesting read so far, and one that I've had to reread a couple times. And so far I think those are the two big things. The check engine light on my car did come up, so that was disconcerting. I am pretty stressed out about it. I hope that it'll last, but I think it was mostly due to it running out of oil. That's been a reoccurring problem with the car, is that it's burning through oil faster than I think a car should. And I think that's also a reason why the EPC light will come on every so often. Unfortunately, right, I don't have the funds necessarily to fix that immediately, especially because I am on this trip and I do only have so much saved up. So I'm on a pretty tight budget. But I do think that it'll at least get me back to the East Coast in one piece. And hopefully that'll be enough, right? He is riding on 120,000 miles. So I finally hit the big 12.0. I'm pretty excited. I am pretty close to having doubled the amount of miles that we got the car on. So once that happens, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably take them to a car wash and get them all washed up maybe, but we'll just see how much money I have at that point. And so yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I really enjoyed this Metamorphosis. I think that this is in part encouraging me to continue writing my own book and realizing that it doesn't need to be quite perfect as much as it needs to be what I want it to be. And so that is hard to differentiate. I do tend to fall into perfectionist habits, but I do feel like I'm getting better with that. So that's a really big thing for me that I really appreciate Mr. Kafka doing so long ago. And so yeah, overall I think that's pretty much it. I'm really enjoying it. Again, thank you, Mika. I went to the Meow Wolf Museum. Due to a passing recommendation from my aunt Leticia. She recommended that the Meow Wolf Museum would be a great place for me to go, and I loved it. I did part of the story experience with the card, the Boop card, and it was a lot of fun. It was really extraordinary, and I think personally I don't want to finish the rest of it until I have someone to go there with. I think that would really make the experience extraordinarily spectacular, even above what it already was for me. So I want to say thank you for that. It was a lot of fun. I did get a couple souvenirs. I also stopped at a Area 51 thing. That was super cute. I'm not sure if I made a update about that yet, but that was super adorable. There's like this little town, like northwest of Las Vegas, or like a little area, I guess, with cattle ranchers and such. It was Area 51. I think it's called, if I remember, E.T. Jerky. And I really liked it. It was super cute, and the person there was quite lovely. I do hope that your paper, or her paper, ends up being exactly what she wants it to be. And I did get some souvenirs for my folks back at home. I got some jerky for them from E.T. Jerky, E.T. Jerky. And I got my pops a souvenir from Meow Wolf. As a psychiatrist, I think he'll enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll be making an update video on horticulture soon. I'm starting to get used to making videos and comfortable posting them. So I'm going to start posting horticulture related videos. Specifically, what I think I'm going to do is go through the chapter and explain core concepts in my own words so that I have notes for myself, but also if there is someone else out there that wants to watch the videos and learn, hopefully they can do that too. I am encouraged though by, maybe I should start saying inspired. I am inspired by a channel called Friendly Jordies. I think his channel is supposed to be a journalist channel, or journalism, and he's really quite funny, really quite funny. And so him, and then another channel called Olive Sunnia, or All Sun Nivea, Olive Sun, yeah, I think Ollie Sunvia, I think is what it is. Because she talks about specifically, or both of those channels. First, Friendly Jordies, right? So he, in my opinion, is talking about very serious subjects while also being very entertaining. And he's very talented at that. Not only that, but his accent is quite gorgeous. I do appreciate it. I'm starting to understand why people like the Aussie accents. But he's very funny, very enjoyable to watch, very enjoyable to just be able to take in the information that he's presenting while still being entertained and enthralled. And that's encouraged me to talk about the horticulture stuff, but also the political aspect of horticulture. Not so much the office politics, that's what drove me away from engineering, but rather the legitimate concerns about environment and its impact on people's societies and cultures. And hopefully try to make it entertaining. And so that, in conjunction with Ali Sunvia, she talks about philosophical questions majoritively, and she's very well read, I think. I don't actually know because I've never met her, but she's encouraged me because her videos are really just her sitting in a room talking at a camera. And the fact that someone is willing to just do that is daunting, at least for me, because who am I to talk about anything? I'm just a 20-something-year-old kid, 23-year-old kid. But she's really encouraged me to put my ideas down on paper and to make videos on them. So I just wanted to thank those two people. There's other creators out there that have really encouraged me, but those two in particular have encouraged me in ways that I think have pushed me over the precipice into the pit of just do it, you know? So I do plan on making horticulture videos. I have some philosophical ideas as well. Unfortunately, I'm not quite as well read as Alisymvia, and I'm not quite as well read or researched as Friendly Jordy, but I do hope to put new and novel ideas out there into the marketplace of ideas, and hopefully I'll be able to contribute something more to society. So all in all, it's been pretty good. I've really loved being out here in Las Vegas. I haven't really done anything in Las Vegas. It's just the major city that I'm staying close to in case my car ends up needing emergency repairs, or in case I need to get some sort of shelter. That's really the only reason why I'm staying next to this big city. And it is also the major city closest to my next farm that I'll be staying at. So I can't wait to go there and meet everyone. All in all, it's been pretty good. So that's my update so far.